Hello and welcome. You have tuned in to our podcast that we call It's Always About Love, and I'm Lee Evans. I am here with psychotherapist Lynn Lara. Lynn has been in private practice for many years, and today she brings all of that wisdom and experience to help you. Today we're going to be talking about forsaken parents. And you might be wondering what forsaken parents mean. Well, it's a new phenomena that is growing larger and larger, and it needs to end. It's when one or more adult children decide that their mother or father has done something wrong, and that they should be banished or rejected from their family. Yet, and this is the surprise, their parents honestly haven't done anything wrong. We're not saying that they've been perfect parents, but they haven't done anything that warrants being pushed away from those they love. It turns out that Lynn and I have both had this experience. And as Lynn says, it's the most horrible thing that can ever happen to a parent. It is. And it's uncanny that this would be happening to both of us. But maybe not. Do you know that parental estrangement is happening in 20% of our families? You know what? By now, it might even be more. And it's done to our grandparents, to that they dearly love their children. It's done to parents who aren't old enough to be grandparents yet, but it happens to them too. And they dearly love their children. The fact is, these are not abusive parents. They're loving parents. So if they are so loving, then why is this happening? Well, that is the focus of our podcast when we talk about forsaken parents. I'm so glad you're here. And I want to start out by telling you that forsaken parents are misunderstood by many professionals. And actually, it's misunderstood by almost everyone. And what that means is that parents are being blamed by just about everyone, and they haven't done anything wrong. The opposite is true. They truly love their children. First, forsaken parents are parents who have been rejected or estranged by one or more of their adult children. Listen to that. They have been rejected or estranged by one or more of their adult children. A lot of the people we work with just have one child, and that child has rejected them. And we're not talking short term, we're talking long term. So just imagine that. I can't even imagine that. That's their only child. Some parents have two children. And what I'm saying here is both of those children have rejected their parent, mother or father, or their grandparent, or grandparents, or parents. Or we've had some that we work with that have had three. Oh my gosh, three. That is so sad. Three. Oh, forsaken parents again haven't done anything wrong, but it turns out that they are an easy target. Lynn has explained this to us before in previous podcasts that we've done, that the forsaken parent, when we're talking about forsaken parents, we're talking about parents that were good parents. They loved their children. They brought them up the best they could. They did the best they could for their children. I'm an example of that. I'm an estranged parent. Lynn is an estranged parent. And we and estranged parents, forsaken parents, rejected parents usually don't know why they're being rejected. And they wonder what they did to cause this to happen. I know I did. As proof of this, many of them will tell you that they apologized to their adult child just so that they could put an end to what was going on, so that they could get back together with them. But it doesn't make sense because, like I said, these parents, Lynn and I, we loved our children. We were good to our children. Actually, we couldn't think of anything that the two of us might have done to cause this to happen to us. So what in the world has caused this type of disdain that adult children are now treating their parents with? What has happened? Here we are, though. Parents and grandparents are being pushed out of their own families. Lynn believes that this is the newest form of prejudice in our country. Make that in our world. And who would ever have thought that it would be parents and grandparents that would be the target? Lynn believes that this new rejection of parents and grandparents happens in 1 out of 5 families. Wow. And that it's happening more and more. I have to agree with that. It is happening more and more. I am hearing more about it. Lynn says that parents who have this happen to them shoulder a mantle of pain that is second only to the loss of one of their children. Oh my gosh. There simply isn't anything worse. And I can't tell you how hard it is for me to read these words to you. But Lynn has asked me to include it because it is the truth, and it isn't right to make it less than the horror that it is. So I've agreed to say these words, but of everything associated with parental estrangement, the thought of my adult child passing away is far the hardest of all. And I know that's true for you also. It's the largest fear there is for all of us, isn't it? Well, that's what we have been talking about when we talk about forsaken parents. Parents that have been rejected and estranged by their family. And the grandparents, oh my gosh, the grandparents suffer because they can't even see their grandchildren. And the grandchildren are suffering because these children don't have a grandma or a grandpa. How sad and how wrong is that? Helping parents who are suffering because of this rejection of their families is the main focus for both Lynn and myself. We're here because we care about you. Both of us understand what you're going through because we've gone through it also. Lynn wants to do everything she can to put an end to what is happening. To be honest, I'm fortunate to have found her, and now to find out that she has invited me to join with her in this plan for awareness of this rejection and estrangement of families is a blessing. You can believe that Lynn truly cares about all of you, and she wants to do anything she can to help. Well, that's what we have for you tonight. And I'm so thankful you're here with me. It's a hard subject. And like I said, one of our main focuses in the beginning was to help parents who are suffering because of rejection of their families. And, you know, it's so hard because I'm going through it myself. And I hear of other people. Of course, everything is an individualized circumstance, but it all hurts. It's all painful. It's devastating. And Lynn has told me that a lot of people, they can't maintain, they just can't keep going on and they give up. If there's anyone like that listening right now, I beg you, write to us. Don't give up. Don't give up. Write to us. Let us know how you're feeling. If there's any way we can help, we will help you. Uh, all I can say is my thoughts and prayers are with everyone that suffers through this. So at that, I'm going to say, write to us. Our email is its always about love, the number 1 at gmail.com. We'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. So until then, remember, it's always about love. And Lynn and I truly care about you. Good night, everyone.